Hello. Hope everyone is having a great day. And it is Tuesday again. And this is, did I do a Tuesday chat last week? I'm not sure. I can't remember. Time is absolutely flying. I know over Christmas, yeah, I think I did do a Tuesday chat last week. And it was all about Soft Pasta Week. This week's Tuesday chat is all about the Creative Barn membership. Okay. And then next week we'll get back into just talking about different art related subjects. Okay. But I really want to share with you about my membership. For those that have seen me talk about it and had a look inside, for those that are already members, of course, thank you for being members. You guys are what keeps it all together and makes it go. Um, so, but for those that haven't seen inside the membership, of course, I really want to share it because I love it. It's my baby, of course, because I created it, and I always love to talk about it and like to show people around, because I know from experience with the over 200 students I have, that it really is life changing for them, and really gets them involved in their art, which is what we all want to do. Now, whether that is to become a professional artist, which I'll tell you right now, pretty much none of my members want to do that. We're all doing it for the love of creating, and I think the biggest thing with my membership is the community side of it. So we're doing it for, like I said, the love of being creative, but also that sense of community, of being able to share our work with other like-minded people and that have very similar interests and goals, and just similar people in general, really. So hi Karen. Karen says she loves being a member. You've learned so much. Karen's been with me for probably nearly the whole 3 years, I think, Karen. So yeah, and it is great. It just keeps you motivated, I think. And especially the premium tier. I was going to talk about both tiers of the membership today, but especially the premium tier. That's where we do all our live sessions. Both tiers have a Facebook private community, but I know by running the both of them, the premium tier, because we do the live sessions, everyone gets to know each other really well, and can put a face to a name. So the because of that, the actual Facebook community side of the premium tier is really active. Lots of chit chat throughout, lots of sharing work. Whereas the essentials tier, there's no live sessions in there. They're just, the essentials tier has access to all of the drawing tutorials and a private Facebook group, but it's much less active. And I think that definitely comes down to the live sessions and just getting to know each other. Um, the premium tier Facebook group is always active, always chatting. Everyone's sharing tips, tricks, sharing links to cheap art supplies they've found, or sharing inspirational quotes, or sharing just their work, just if they've got a problem, if they're stuck on anything, they'll share it. Whereas the essentials tier could do the same, but like I said, it's that whole I think because the other tier, they know each other. We've never, well, some of us have met in person, of course. As I'm traveling, I like to meet up. When I went to the UK, to Scotland, I met up with one of my UK members. I hope in the future to get to the US as well. Um, but some of them just have met up just for coffee if they find they live in the similar area. But I said it the other day, it's like when you do meet up, you've never met this person in your life, but because we do all the live sessions on Zoom, it's as though they're an old friend, like an old school friend, I suppose, that, when you have those old friends that it doesn't matter how long between seeing each other, you left, you can pick up where you left off. And that's the feeling I always get when I meet up with members in person. It always feels like we've known each other for years and years and we're just catching up. So yeah, the community is definitely the biggest point of the whole premium tier. But like I said, both tiers have a community. But when I was tutored to create the membership, um, the fella Stu, his name was, he said they'll come for the lessons, but they'll stay for the community. And he said, always keep that in mind. So I've put a lot of work into making sure the premium tier in particular has a lot of involvement. So, like, we have game boards, we do bingo. There's all things to keep everyone moving forward, but also keep them active inside that community. Oh, Karen, you said yes, 3 years. You've improved greatly, which is amazing. And it is, I see all that improvement. And I also find anyone in the membership um who is who is active in it. Like, how, I mean, I'm the same. I've joined memberships or courses and, been really psyched. I start off with all this excitement and get into it. But as the weeks go, I fade off. And because I'm not present and active in that course or membership, I find my improvement doesn't really go anywhere. Which is again why I create the bingo every month. Everyone in the membership probably thinks it's just to win a $50 Amazon voucher, but there's a lot of thought goes behind all of the things they need to tick off and why it's there, as well as the game boards. These are the game boards here. They're in the premium tier. So this is the difference between premium and essentials is the premium tier. There's 4 stages, which I'll share my screen. You'll be able to see it. And they get sent out a pin, it's down here, and a game board as they reach each stage. And the game board is supposed to guide them through and keep them moving forward. As well as our bingo, we play monthly. It has little things on it to as well inspire them and keep them moving forward. Some of them will be, have you created a tutorial? Have you attended a live session? But others are, have you commented on another member's Facebook posts, or have you welcomed a new member and things like that. So it keeps them active both in the group and moving forward on their own path. And they're the ones that really do, I see huge improvement in their work, are the ones that actually join the live sessions, work on their game boards, enter the bingo. So like I said, if you join any membership, any community, you need to be present and really put the time in. It's not a struggle. You just got to make time for it. And once you do, then you really look forward to getting in there and being part of it. Like I said, everyone becomes friends, so it's quite amazing stuff. So apart from the Creative Barn being where I'm teaching you how to learn soft pastels, mainly soft pastels. We do a little bit of charcoal and graphite, but so the main thing I created the membership because I wanted to teach. I started teaching in person and I got a lot of great feedback saying that I'm easy to understand, I suppose. Maybe because I break things down in my own head step by step. So I figure that's how other people need to learn it as well. And it seems to be that style works. So that was the main thing of creating the membership, was to get my way of teaching out there and to share my love of soft pastels. I still 100% believe they are the best medium to create wildlife or animal art. So I wanted to get that out there, and the membership was a way to get it worldwide, essentially. And as it grew, that was when I really I'd already designed the bingos and the game boards and all of that. But it wasn't until I had some members and started to see the interaction that I realized that that community is the most important part. So not only am I teaching, which I love, and if you participated in Soft Pasta Week that's just finished, um, you'll have experienced, like, I love teaching the different techniques because with soft pastels, I feel maybe people think they're daunting to start with, but I feel they're a great beginner medium as well. So and they're like I said, they're perfect for wildlife art. And I always see when I run a challenge week that people start off as complete beginners maybe, but they by the end of the week they're like surprised at how great their pictures work because soft pastels, yeah, is very forgiving. So that's why it's good for beginners. So yeah, so teaching that and then having this thriving community is the best thing of all. Hi Jane, you're in the UK and it's very late again. So yeah. All right. So essentially every month in the membership, um, so like I said, the premium tier is the main tier. That's the one the doors are only open for a short time. They're only open twice a year and they close in a few days. So if you want to join in the premium tier, I've got a link in this chat. Um, I see a lot of you guys are already in the membership that are on here now, but if you're watching the replay, um, definitely the 31st of January, the doors to the premium tier close, but the essential tier might be a great starting point for you as well. So every month in the premium tier, we have a theme. Okay, so again, the premium, I create a syllabus and we work through what themes we're going to work on each month throughout the year. But I'm also guided by my premium team members. They can give me input into what they're thinking. And I break that down into manageable, like little steps for them. Usually each tutorial, I'm finding most are around 4 hours. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I think they're around 4 hours. Some may be longer, some may be shorter. So for example, I've got here, so January, our theme was spiky critters. And because one of my members wanted to do a hedgehog, this, of course, is not a hedgehog, but I decided what we would do. The main tutorial is this echidna, and it's pretty much all in pastel pencils, even the background. Probably I usually use a mixture of sticks and pencils, but this little guy was mainly pencils. Um, Sort of leaning right over. I should just put it in front of my face here. Um, so that's our main tutorial for the month. And then we had our draw along session, which every month in the premium tier, we have a Zoom live draw along session. And they go for 2 hours. So what we did, this is where we did the hedgehog. Okay, so I draw this along, everyone draws along with me. So I kind of try and step by step through it. Um, I've been told I'm a little bit quick, but they're all recorded, so you can always go back and rewatch and pause and all the rest of it. So this little guy's in graphite. So like I said, I do throw a bit of charcoal and graphite in as well. So this was a draw along session. This one did take 2 hours. Sometimes they take longer. I'm not very good at timing with the draw along sessions. I try to keep them to 2 hours, but if we don't get it anywhere near finished, then we just create a second draw along session in the month and finish it off together. Okay, so and this is where it's just so much fun drawing and getting to know. It's always a lot of laughs. Even those watching the recording you would enjoy the banter and interaction. Even though you're not live, you're still hearing all of that chatter enjoyment as we're drawing together. So the essentials tier, the bottom, the two tiers. So you've got premium and essentials. The essentials get all of that every month. They get the main tutorial as well as they get the recording of the draw along. Plus, sometimes I'll add extra lessons. I'll share the screen. You'll see I've got the fundamental section, and I also have the stage two, which is different animal elements. And sometimes I'll do a breakdown if I get time of an animal, or I'll do another fundamental lesson, and they get added throughout there. Hi, Mandy from Scotland as well. Another late night for you too. All right. And then this month's theme, we're actually, because I'm traveling at the moment, if you can't tell, I'm in a caravan. Um, I decided to do a charcoal month just because it was probably a little bit easier, I thought, for me. So this month we're doing charcoal, but it's kind of a farm theme. So this is the main tutorial of the sheep. And then our draw along, we're going to be doing charcoal as well. And it'll be, I think it's a rooster, rooster or a hen. I can't remember, one or the other. Um, so, yeah, so, and then the following theme, I think, is animals in landscape. Then we're going to be doing, um, what else have we got? We've got an ocean one. I think we're gonna do whales or something like that. But yeah, so every month is a different theme. So both tiers get any drawing tutorial I do. Um, but yeah, the difference between the premium, like I said, it's got all the live sessions. So I wanted to just share my screen. Let me, so like I said, if you're watching the replay of this, definitely you can pop some comment. I'll keep a track of it, and pop some comments in if you've got any questions at all. But essentially the link I have in this this Facebook Live takes you to this page here, which is sort of the main page, which you can then go either way towards the essential tier or the premium tier. But this sort of also explains roughly that if we click on those others, they'll go into more detail, which I'll get to. So you can see the price difference. So the essentials tier is 19 US a month, and the premium tier is 37 US a month. If you pay yearly, you have yearly, there's even 6-month options there. The price becomes cheaper as well. Okay, so I just wanted to mention that so you can see it together. So I'll just quickly go to the essentials tier. Oops. Sorry for making you dizzy. Okay, so if you click on that essentials tier, it takes you to this page here, and it sort of goes through what is inside the essentials tier. Like I said, any drawing tutorial I do in the premium tier is also available in the essentials. And of course, you have workbooks as well that go along with some of the tutorials. There's fundamental lessons. And then you've got like your main lessons as well. Okay, and these are the pricing options for the essentials. So like I said, it's 19 US a month, but if you pay for the year, it's 170 US. It is the cheapest way. I think it works out roughly about 14 US a month instead, but there is a 6-month option as well. Okay, and then of course the premium tier. I'm going to actually take you inside. I just want to show you these couple of sales pages. So this is a premium tier where it goes into a little bit more detail of what's inside the premium tier. So like you've got your monthly tutorial. I do a monthly Q&A live as well, where you can ask questions. I run through what's happening for the month, and I draw the bingo, which, like I said, is a $50 Amazon voucher. You can win every month. Extensive library. One of my students just added up how many full main tutorials inside the one stage, and I think there was over 150 full-length tutorials just in that one stage. So, which is kind of mind-blowing. So there's definitely probably, there could even be close to 300 tutorials inside. We have our monthly Zoom art chat where we come together and have a chat over Zoom about something art related. So this is where we talked about like losing your mojo and in our last art chat, um, just, getting what happens when you lose your inspiration and some ways to get it back. And then another one, we had one of our members, she's a picture framer. So she chatted to us about framing our artwork. I'm lining up with another member who's a photographer and see if she could share some hints and tips because I do think as a realist artist, especially a realist wildlife artist, you need to know how to take photos, good photos to work from. Then, like I said, we have a monthly live draw along. We do a weekly Zoom, and it's called Creative Play. And what we do, we spend half an hour doing gesture drawing, which is, if you haven't heard of it, look up gesture drawing. It's an amazing way to help improve your drawing skills. And then we just spend another hour just doing our own drawing, but we're live together. So it's kind of like an accountability group where everyone shows up and joins in live. It's like you've got an appointment, I suppose. A bit like a doctor's appointment in your calendar. You've got to go to it, or you should look at it that way anyway. And then, of course, our amazing community. All right, now let me just go. I hope this is following along with me. Just let me check on my oh, I wanted to share. I had a new member put on my Facebook post, Tony, who's just joined during Soft Pasta Week. It was such a great comment. He's put, although I have just joined the Creative Balm Premium tier a few days ago, I have to say I'm loving everything I'm seeing. The content is huge and tutorials are fantastic and wonder why I didn't join sooner. Highly recommend to learn the wonderful world of soft pastels. So thank you, Tony. What a great review that was. Anyway, I'm trying to just let me I just want to double check in comments. Hold on. Hold on, guys. All right. Oh, Vivian, I love the creative play and can see my ongoing improvement. Yeah, 100%, Viv. What time are your draw-alongs? The draw-alongs are 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So once a month we do our draw-along at night. It's my time at night, which suits those in the US. Sorry, in the UK, but not so much those in the US. It's very early in the morning, I think. Like say in Canada, I think it's about 5 a.m. But about every fourth month, I swap that with our art chat so that our art chat is at night and our draw along is in the morning. Okay, just to try and accommodate to some other areas in the world. So it can be a bit tricky, but yeah, that's how we do that. Oh, you want to focus on charcoal as well, Viv? Yeah, I love doing charcoal. But with the membership, I would say it's 80% pastel, 20, 70% pastel, 20% charcoal, 10 graphite maybe. But I just wanted to quickly share inside the modules here. So this is the premium tier I've got open, which a lot of these extra modules are not in the essentials. The essentials tier is these three: stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3. That's all the drawing tutorials are in those three. Okay. But the premium tier, I have extra modules, and that's where they can register for what's happening that month, the live sessions, the bingo card, the calendar, all of that stuff. And also, if you join the either tier, the essentials or the premium, you have access to all the soft pasta weeks or the challenges, which you can see here. These are all the old ones down here. So you actually get lifetime access to those when you join. Okay, they stay inside your like when you log in, you should still be able to access all of the past challenges. And the challenges I run two a year, and they're usually between $5 and $7. But that is free to any current member. They get access to those for free. Okay, so let's just run into these three main tutorials, main modules, sorry. So stage one is our hatchling stage. And I felt when I was creating this, there's a lot of people out there just teaching the medium. They like say I could have just done taught soft pastels and did soft pastel tutorials, but I found myself because I never went to art school. I just loved art, did art all through school, and always did craft, like painted at night, all the rest of it, did little workshops here and there, but I felt I wanted those fundamental art lessons to help back up my drawing. So, and I think it's very important. So you can just be learning a technique and a medium, like, but I think by learning the fundamentals, you're not copying as much, I suppose. You can then, I expect my students, they are following along with me in the tutorials, learning the techniques of the mediums. But as they grow, so they're copying me essentially. But as they grow, I always encourage them to expand and start working off their own photos once they're feeling confident in how to do a technique, maybe, or they just love the painting I'm creating, so they want to do it. But I always encourage them as they've been with me for a while to start um, doing their own images and stuff, working off their own reference photos. And I think to have the confidence to be able to do that, you need to have a bit of basic understanding of art. And that's how I was thinking when I wanted to expand and learn. I didn't want to go to art school because I felt like I missed the boat. My kids were all grown up, all the rest of it. I wasn't going back to uni. So I thought so I put in here, I try and add to it when I can. These are the fundamental sort of lessons of art. So basic drawing fundamentals like shading practice, how light hitting an object affects it. We do some gesture drawing, right brain activities, all of that. Then I've got the introduction of graphite, charcoal, and soft pastels. And then, of course, we have the 7 visual elements of art. So going through these lessons is quite important. And this is how, it's the basics. Even if you don't join my membership, just Google the 7 visual elements of art and go through it. Okay. Wait for this to open, maybe. So yeah, so let me go into the tutorial maybe. Okay, so these are all exercises and stuff that are in the membership. So there's usually a video, there's workbooks, all the rest, but that's an important one. So that was my thoughts of, I don't want to muck around too long in here, sorry. My thoughts of creating stage one, okay, is I think it's important to grow as an artist, to be able to go further, on your own, but you need the understanding to be able to do that. Okay. And I find most of my students, as they've been with me a couple of years, are really branching out. So they're some want to make money from their art and become a working artist. A lot, I would say, probably 70% of students are not interested in that. But they still want to create their own work and grow. And not just be copying me all the time. So I think that's very important. Okay, just let me check comments here. Whoop. Viv says she's been in the, here we go. This is a good review. Thanks, Viv. I've been in the creative barn for a year, and the difference for me personally is phenomenal. I've sold, yes, Vivian's doing such a great job, but she's present and working towards what her goals are. She sold six artwork originals, won prizes at the local shows, and had two exhibitions. Now she's selling cards and prints at tourist venues. And 12 months ago, I wasn't even calling myself an artist. Um, so that's, yeah, brilliant. Um, Cynthia's been in the premium tier since July and already framed 30 paintings. Now you're retired. You guess there'll be many more. Yeah, that's it. And I found a lot of my students are retired because now we have time. The kids are gone. So now we've got time. So, and we're doing what we want. We're following our passion. And that's what I mean. You don't want to become a full-time working artist because we're retired. We don't want to work. So we want to just enjoy the process. But I share tips and techniques and all the rest of it to be able to maybe make a little bit of side money, all the rest. And it depends how much you want to take it. You could really um take it to being a full exhibiting artist and selling lots of work. You might just want to do a few pet portrait commissions. Totally up to you. But yeah, I try to give a whole thing that can broaden the horizons maybe and make things possible. All right, so stage two. This is again my thinking. I thought maybe for beginners it's too intimidating to just draw a full portrait of an animal. So I thought maybe having this stage, which is all the breakdown and elements of animals, so your feathers, your fur, your eyes, your skin, pretty much like we just did in soft pastel week. So I thought by breaking these down, once people like got good at drawing eyes maybe or different fur techniques, noses, teeth, all of that sort of stuff, then it's not as daunting to do a whole animal because essentially you're just what you've learned on how to create that texture, you're just expanding it over the full animal. So that's what this stage is. This is where I haven't put them in there yet, but the soft pastel week that just finished, the four elements there will go into this module here. Okay, and we have some different like textures as well. So what have we got here? This let me see, leather. Sometimes I think so it's all animal related. So I thought leather, if you're doing horses or dog collars, sometimes when we're doing pet portraits, you'll quite often have to do a collar maybe or a bit of leather. So sometimes I try and add things like that in as well to help with doing things that aren't just fur. So again, there's a like little printable, there's usually a printable something, and then the actual videos are in here as well. Okay, that's stage two. Let's get rid of that. Oh, that's what I was checking. That, yep, it is coming up. Good, good. All right. Stage three, this is the big one. So stage three, this is where all of the full tutorials are. So this is the one of my students was saying there was over 150 in here, I think. So we have um, every single one you see in this index is a full tutorial. So they correspond on the side here. So the first one, emu in charcoal, you just click here. The resources are there and then the video lessons. Like I said, I break things down a lot because I can't work for hours and hours on end. I try and make them an hour or less because that's sort of how I sit. So let's say the cockatoo in pastel. Let's have a look here. So I've broken it down into transferring the image, then the background, then the top of the head, the eye, the beak, and the rest of the body. So they're the different videos. So each one's probably about an hour to 40 minutes, something like that. Okay. So So I try and make it manageable because we have busy lives. Um, some people can sit for hours and hours on end. I need to get up, and usually I'm doing something while I'm drawing, like there's something else happening. So, but as you can see, there's pastel, graphite, and charcoal in here. So these are all full tutorials. Like I said, they all correspond on this left-hand side. The membership website I feel is quite manageable and easy to access. Okay, so they're all the full tutorials. The little echidna I just showed you will be going right here. It is already in here. I just haven't added his photo there. Then it'll also in here, this is where all the draw along sessions are. So that's all these ones. So these are all the live recordings of all the draw along sessions. So again, they're still step by step. You're following me along, but you're part of the recording of the draw along, so you'll be hearing other people chatting and stuff as well. And we did like the last in December, we were doing bee eaters, rainbow bee eater birds, this bottom right hand corner. And sometimes I try and add experiments in. So we added like a watercolor to our pastel mat and then did the bee eater on top in pastel pencil. And it worked really well. Like the Highland cow, this one was more a study in value where it was all done in pastel sticks and we tried to add bright colors, like unusual colors. Mine still turned out sort of brown, but there's a lot of blues and pinks in there as well. Um, so I try and mix it up a bit, and create different things to keep it very interesting. All right, and then I just wanted to quickly show, so those three, the stage 1, 2, and 3, that is the essentials tier. So they're all the drawing tutorials, okay? Go into either one of those. Depends what it's relevant to. Okay, so if you join the essentials tier, you have access to those. And like I said, there's obviously a couple hundred different tutorials in there, and it's added every month. New ones, at least 2 are added every month. But sometimes there's more. Okay, but the premium tier has these few others. I won't go into them all. They're inside the studio. That's all sort of goal setting mindset. All the recordings of our art chats, what we've talked about. Actually, I will just quickly go in there and show you like the monthly art chats. Just let me go into here. Like I said, we try and talk about art related stuff. So let's just go into here. So you can see here, there's goal setting, using Canva, framing your work, our planner. We do in the premium tier, everyone gets to go in the planner for free. We create a yearly planner with all the beautiful artwork in it from all the students in the premium tier. And I get it printed and sent out to everyone. Of course, it's a lesson as well in putting your work on a product and collaborating with other artists. And so they pay cost price, of course, for the printing, and then they can on-sell it to whatever they want. Pricing your work, what judges are looking for, all that sort of stuff. Okay, so that is the inside the studio, and there's goal setting, making vision board, all that stuff. And then the stage 4 is next. So sort of once you're kind of confident in your drawing and you're starting to create your own art, that's when we start to dive into, well, a few more art techniques, like more detail of composition. But a lot is all about maybe starting to make money. So pricing your work, selling your work, understanding your customer, surface pattern design, creating art for stationery, setting up a market stall. We also have pet portraits, a bit more as an animal artist. Pet portraits are probably the first place you're gonna, and the easiest way to make money if that's what you want to do. So we'll go into pet portraiture a bit. Then we talk about art competitions, paintings that tell a story. I add to these all as well, but having a story for your painting is probably one of the best selling points of anything. You just have to look at abstracts, how they sell, and it's only because of the story that goes with it that can maybe relate to the buyer. Okay, writing artist bios, social media, creating an online store, all of that sort of stuff. Okay, so that's the stage 4. We go into that next step. Once you're confident with your drawing skills and your pastel work, then the stage 4. So that's the premium tier. Okay, just let me, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna, all right. Let me see. I just need to check Facebook. I think I've got all of that. Okay. So the other thing as well, with both tiers, there is an app as well. So that was the website I was showing you, but if you I find a lot of people nowadays really, I have a big computer that I do everything on my computer because I find it's easier and I need a mouse to be able to operate things. Um, but a lot of people only have their phone or their tablet. So there is an app that goes along with the membership that makes it a little bit easier to see things, to be able to watch the videos and that on your phone rather than trying to get to the website on your phone, as well as there's a search feature that is brilliant for looking up. If you have a question, you can put it in there, and it's all run by AI. The one section where you put the question in, and it goes through and answers you based on all the information inside the membership. So what I would answer you. So it's all of the stuff I've put in there. It can answer you. So if you can't get hold of me and you need to know, then you can go in there and type in your question, but there's also another search feature in there. This is the premium tier. I don't think it's in the essentials. I'll have to check. But you can also put in there if you're looking for something. So say you remember me a certain type of fur or something and you can't find it because there's so much stuff in there. You can type it in there and it shows you where in the video I've talked about that. Okay, so it's quite easy to navigate. The way it's structured in those 4 stages is easy to navigate. You can get hold of me whenever, but the search feature as well helps as well. Okay. All right, I'm just looking at my notes here. So yep, I think I've gone through all of that. I've just got a frequently asked questions. Hold on. I'm just going to run through this and make sure I haven't missed anything. So, of course, who can join the Creative Bar membership? Anyone. It's open to absolutely anyone of any age, or skill level. Okay, so complete beginners to more advanced artists, and I have in there as well. There's like a path to success, which can sort of help you figure out where you are as well. There's this calendar in the premium tier that gives you dates and times of everything. You have in the premium tier, there is a whole monthly module. So that's the starting point. You go to the month to see what's happening for the month, what live sessions are on. You can download your bingo card, all that stuff. Who is the membership not for? If you want to learn portraits or still life or abstract, and you want to learn oils or watercolor or acrylic, then no, I don't teach that. Okay, so you still might want to join the membership just to be part of an amazing membership and learn all the different drawing skills. Um, but yeah, I focus on furry creatures and Mother Nature. So and then like I was saying, the premium tier is only open twice a year. So, and that's because I try and keep the premium tier exclusive. And like I said, we collaborate on our calendar every year, our planner. I try and I keep it small essentially, and that's so it is more intimate. Um, but the essentials tier is open all the time. Okay, so you can join the essentials tier and start learning with me, um, and then decide to move up if that's what you want to do. Uh, but for now, the premium tier is open till the 31st of January. So what is the date today? It's 28th. 3 more days before the doors close. And then when you do join, so you'll get a welcome email, and that sort of gives you a step-by-step process to introduce yourself and join the Facebook group. And then we've had quite a few members join at the moment. So once the door's shut, I'll be sending out, they all get a welcome pack in the mail, and that is whether you join for a month or whether you join for a year, everyone gets a welcome pack. This is a premium tier I'm talking about because it's a higher cost, so it covers your PIN and all of that as well. It covers the mail. The essentials tier does not get a welcome pack. That is just you get access to those tutorials. Okay, but the premium tier, you get your welcome pack. If you join for the year, which is the cheapest option, when you break it down, they also get yearly members get a initial paper pack sent out. So I send out a pack with some papers, like it's got pastel mat in it, it's got the Arches watercolor paper that we use for the charcoal and the graphite. And it's also got couple of sanded papers just to give you an idea of the different types of pastel paper that is still good to use. There are no art supplies included in the membership. I do give an equipment list for everything I do, and I suggest the the full set of Stabilo Carbothellos, and then your charcoal and graphite is not very expensive. It's only like $20 for what you need with that. But your dearest thing will be your set of Stabilos, and then you can just buy pastel sticks or pan pastels as you need them. How long does the membership last? It lasts for as long as you want to be a member. So it's subscription based. So if you can sign up for monthly. So if you sign up monthly, you'll be charged every month on the same date. So it's a recurring payment. If you sign up yearly, then say if you signed up today, then the 28th of January next year, 2026, you'll be charged again for another year, unless you just contact me and let me know that you don't want to sign up anymore. So I'm easy to get hold of. You can cancel very easily yourself. You just log in to your account, go to your account, go to billing, go to subscriptions and hit cancel if you want to cancel. If you struggle with that, you can just contact me and I'll cancel it for you. It is no stress. I don't hold you to, you have to be a member for this long or anything. It's up to you. But if you have paid for a year and you want to say in 6 months' time, something happens, you need to cancel, um, you will get refunded, but so say you've been a member for 6 months, it reverts to the monthly fee. And then you get refunded what's left after that. So you'll have paid for 6 months or at the monthly fee, not at the cheaper yearly fee. Okay, so that's how the cancellation works. Monthly, you don't get refunded. You just if you cancel, say this month, your subscription is active till the end date, and then you don't get billed the following month. Simple. So it's an amazing membership. I know you won't want to cancel anyway because it's so good. All right. So I think I've gone through and explained everything for those that are new to me and don't know anything about the Creative Bum membership. Like I said, you can always add comments into the chat here, questions, I mean, and I'll get back to you. Or follow that link and go and explore and have a look around. And if you, yeah, need to ask me more questions, um, just let me know. And I'm pretty sure I've covered everything that you need to know. And yeah, it's an amazing membership, and it's definitely something that will inspire you and your art and help you to keep creating and moving forward, which is the main goal. We get stuck with time management, having, too much happening around us, and our art always seems to get put on the back burner. So, like I said, it's a way to keep you active and keep you creating and doing what you love with a group of other like-minded artists around you. Okay. All right. I need to head off because we are moving today. We're heading to a new campsite. And yeah, so everyone is waiting for me to finish packing up. So thanks for joining me, and I will see you all next Tuesday. Yes, Julie sure is. Yeah, Julie's really rocketing forward with her art journey. All right, so yes, see you next week, and we'll be chatting about I'm not sure what, but I'll come up with something. So the doors to the premium tier close in 3 days, so we won't be chatting about that again, but I'll be chatting about something art related. Okay, see you guys. Thanks again for joining me. And I'll catch you later. Bye.